There we go. Okie doke. So let's crack on with it. I'll show you the first one we're going to tie. Oh,
Derek,
yeah.
sorry. Do the boys know, is there an invigilator there? Because aren't you going for the amount of flies tied in an evening and you want to go into Guinness Book of Records? You're doing
I'll
tonight,
probably only do one.
On your record.
Right, here we are. This is the first one. My favourite little,
Wow.
little
Yeah,
blood-worm.
your bloodworm.
No, Alan wanted this one, didn't you, Al?
You gave it me.
Have you caught any fish with it?
Loads
Yes,
of
I
them.
have actually, yes. Quite a
Well
few.
done.
Three at Loynton.
It's a
Oh, well done.
size 10 Camazam B110, so it's quite a heavy hook because you want to get it down into where the fish are, because these little buggers are right on the bottom. Oh, I didn't say put your hook in the vise and ping it. Make sure it's nice and steady. Catch on your tie-in thread at the eye. You only want a couple of turns. You can wax it, or you can just leave it as it is. Make no odds. So you're going to use red flexi floss. Now I get this stuff off Bob Swan, and the marabou, the red marabou, matches it lovely. Now then, with your flexi floss, you can either do it in your fingers, but for this I'm going to do it an easier way. Just get your aqua pliers and give it a spin. And then it'll, as you take the pressure off, you'll see it'll fold back on itself. Yeah.
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 So get it in your fingers. And it'll do that. You see that?
Yeah.
So using a pinching loop, touch it in your fingers. And there we are. There's the detached body. Now you can unwind it and then fiddle with it and make it a bit more pliable. Your loose end, your tag ends of flexi floss, just pull them tight. Take a couple more winds, and then remove the excess, and you'll see it spring back into the body. You don't need to worry about covering that, but you can do. Anyway, get your marabou, and you don't need a great deal. I use all the stuff down at this end, the crap down the bottom. There's a lot of it's wasted. So pull about the thickness of your thumb. Pull it off, rip it off. Like that. And what I do, I wet my finger and thumb and give it a little roll. And you've got an end to work with there. Cut that piece off and then use your pinch and loop. Catch it onto where the body is. Stick a little couple of turns under the back of the tail to lift it. Hang on, I got to change my glasses. Can I see what I'm doing here? Oh, that's better. So build up a nice little body. And then do your whip finish. Pull the flexi floss back put it in front of it so it picks it up. Do it, finish. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where's the needle gone? Yeah. Take the pressure with your needle and then just slide it back down. Remove the thread, tie-in thread, and then you only want to grab hold of it there like that, pinch it, and just tear that off. And then
That's nice.
the tail. Now this little bit here, you can fish it as it is, or you can leave it like that. But what I do, I get you know, an old shoelace. There's about 20 strands in it, so if you pull a strand out, you end up with that. Cut an inch or so off, and then your flexi floss, unwind it, you can stick your needle in or stick a nail in, or I use a pair of tweezers like that. Insert your you can use wool.
Laces.
Yeah, well, that's what this is, shoelace. There you go. You stretch it, untwist it, and then it'll wind back on itself. And you've got a nice little bit now. Now, I always put a little touch of varnish or super glue on stick a little bit on my nail.
Oh,
I always use an artist 00 brush. You get a little bit on your nail, pull this nice and tight, and just put a dab where it meets the plexiglass. There you go. Get rid of the varnish. Stick that back. Oh yeah. And away we go. Well, that didn't work. So just trim it so that they're both the same. And there's your little bloodworm.
Lovely.
Nice and easy, isn't it?
Yep.
Does anybody have any problems with that? No?
Eric,
Took me
on the
ages
workshop-
to master the twisting.
Did it?
Yeah,
What I normally do, Chris,
yeah,
with a flexi floss, I have a big piece, you know, do your 4 inches, like that,
yeah,
and then I twist it with your finger and thumb, hold it with your other fingers, twist it again, twist it again. I do about 6 turns. I did it on the tackle pliers, but I do it that way, and then stick your finger in,
yeah.
grip it with your finger and thumb, the loose end, and there we go. See that?
Yeah,
You can do it
That's
either
easy.
way, whichever's easier.
do you ever fish different colours?
Yeah, I was up at, you know, a place called Kund.
Yeah,
There's some glasses. Place called Kund up at Shrewsbury.
yeah,
Not there anymore.
No,
Yeah.
it's gone now.
yeah,
But I was fishing on a boat there, and I caught this fish, and we had to kill it in them days. And I took a what's it called? They put down the throat.
Spoon.
Yeah.
On a
And I
spoon.
pulled it out, and there was a load of leeches in there, and exactly the same, like that, just that part in black.
Yeah.
So I tied some of them I didn't bother with this
Marabou.
marabou. It was just black there and black coming out the same. Caught
Wow.
loads of fish on it.
I used to
Yeah,
like it. I used to fish coon. I used to like coon. It was really good.
Yeah, and I did. It was good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell, he's even though they're gone. I said you go tits up, didn't I?
Yeah. Many a time I've been fishing coon and watching the grass snakes
Have
swimming
you?
across the lake. Or
Yeah,
sitting
was-
sitting
there was
on
a
the
few
barn
there.
rails. Yeah.
I'll stop the camera again.
On the instructions you gave me, Derek, after the show,
Yeah,
it was you got the body varnished as well.
yeah, you can varnish the body. I haven't bothered for this. But that's the first one done, so check that out there. The next one we're going to do is a little black buzzer. And it's got a little hot-bead on it. Little plastic hot-bead. Here we are. Let's get the thing in there. Ah. Now this is on our website. Not coming into focus for some reason.
That's it. All right, Dick.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is on our website. It's got 3 little strands or 4 little strands of crystal flash in the tail, black thread body, black flexi floss rib, and this oh, what's it called?
Hello.
Firefly, the 3mm Firefly hot beads they are. I've got a crack at doing that one. So slide your bead onto your hook. It's a grub hook. Put it in the vise. Bring it. It's a bit loose, so just tighten that up. That's better. I always, with all my beads, I always put a little base underneath, so that it doesn't wobble about so much. You change your glasses.
So the fish can't hear it rattling.
That's exactly right. Mind you, this is plastic, so that doesn't make much difference. I can't see anybody in the waiting room, so I'll have to keep an eye on that. It's only about 10, 11 turns. Come back down. Build it back up again. And see if it still wiggles, put another layer under it. Better. And then if you want to, put a little tab of super glue on it.
Yeah, stick it down.
Yeah. You can actually put some breathers at the top end if you want to. You know, when you're doing this, before you slide the bead up. I haven't done it in this instance. So then catch your thread back on.
You think breathers make a difference, Derek?
Yeah. So I've taken fish. Hang on, what's happened there? What have I done here?
The camera's gone off.
Yeah.
That's
there
it.
we go. Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, good. Can somebody answer the telephone?
Let me turn my phone off.
Give it to Jill.
You tidied that up, Derek. Oh, for crying out loud.
David, take that phone and it's on.
No, what's up?
Right, so still build up a little layer of thread.
What?
Get your black flexi floss. Pinch and loop.
All right, give me 2 minutes.
Pull it nice and tight.
All right.
And then your crystal flash. You didn't see that. All right. I got four strands of crystal flash.
Sorry, Dad, but
What's up?
can't get in the toilet.
Oh, bloody hell.
I said you in the back.
I can't. I'm busy, David.
Oh, I don't know what.
So 4 strands of crystal flash. Pinch and loop. And then pull it so it comes down to where you've got the tie in. And then you can grab your flexi floss and stretch it. Hold it, gripping on to both of them.
Yeah.
And then wind down the body. And don't matter too much if you got a few gaps. If you're going to be building this up, I pulled one of them out. That's clever. Further, and then you can let go of the flexi floss. Go back up. And then that waist tag at the top. Tell me if it goes out of focus.
Oh, you're right, Derek.
Now this one's on our website. Just hold the body up. Just leave your thread hanging there. And then with your flexi floss, pull it and start winding now. You're nice and tight at the bottom. And it's wind in open turns as you're going up the hook shank. And then as you're getting up there, start releasing the tension. And you'll see it gets a bit more bulky, a bit more thicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit more ribby.
Yeah. One behind, one in front, one behind, one in front. You can let loose of it then. Quick finish. There we go. Take up the tension with your fingers. Sorry, with your needle. And then you could pull your flexi floss nice and tight. Cut it, and it'll spring back into the head. Keep your waist thread, cut that off. And then your crystal flash. You want it 2-3 mil. There we go. And there's your little black. Black buzzer.
Do you ever try different colour beads?
Yeah,
Orange.
they do a lime one. Like,
Orange.
Yeah, I'm red, don't they?
yeah, orange, red. But yeah, they all work on their day. I'm gonna have to put you on mute a second while I ring me mum back, bless her.
Go on.
Hang on, let's put
Go on, Dick.
there's the mute button.
I bet he was tying too quick and his mum couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
She's ringing up to tick him off.
Slow down.
He's
Gavin,
probably-
Gavin, how did you get on at Claret Hopper last week?
I didn't go.
Oh,
Grandfather stepped in.
right.
but I'm going Saturday. It's my day off. My missus is working. So I'm going Saturday. I'm taking her to work at 6 o'clock. And I'm going straight up the lake. My
You had a good
daughter.
day on the Taff, though.
Pardon?
You had some good fishing on the Taff, though, didn't you?
On that was Taliban.
Oh, right, yeah.
Taliban, don't ask. There were loads of alders coming off.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thousands of them.
There's a
Like
con for that one you put on the posted.
I lost a cracker.
Really?
There's at the top end of Taliban, about a quarter of the way down, there's a farmer's fence going into the lake.
Oh, God.
It's been there since I was a kid. And
There we go.
hooked a fish there, kept him out of the fence. And as I was pulling him, the bugger turned and went straight into his clump of weed, gone. I thought, God. So I'm holding him from the fence. He just turned, went vroom. And yet I could see the black peacock going, bloop. I thought, oh, yeah. The way it goes.
Well, that's just about...
Sorry about that, guys.
No problem, Dave.
Mum can't get into the toilet. Can't do sod all about it. I'll have to get the lad across the road to go and help her. Right, the next one we're doing is a little 3D glass buzzer. This little beauty.
Yeah. I got one very, very similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Now this one's on a Amazon B110 again, but this is a size 8. It's a nice big up.
Oof.
Jesus.
That's a lump.
Like tying on shark hooks, isn't it?
Yeah. Do, 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 do,
Black
do.
thread. Press it on. Press it on. Couple of turns. No, I don't know how you guys do, but if you hold the thread at a 45-degree angle, you can push it. So
Yeah.
it butts up to each other.
Yeah.
Well, what I always do is I hold the waist end up and push against it with the thread, so it just guides it in for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
Yeah.
You find as you go round, but with these grub ups are this bloody thread slippy as hell.
Rub a bit of wax in it first.
Yeah.
What
Bit of
thread
wax.
are you using? Uni.
This is black Vivus. The black,
Oh, yeah.
black uni thread, any black tying thread.
UTC takes some beating for buzzers, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like UTC. I just had this one handy, so I thought I'll use this.
Eric, you're out of focus a little bit.
Oh yeah. How's that?
Yeah,
That's
brilliant.
it, yeah.
Got back in focus? Yeah.
Yeah, lovely.
And then yeah, the rib. Push it in.
What rib is it there?
It's fine pearl tinsel.
Tinsel. Right.
Yeah. Mylar, isn't it? I should have caught this in at the top end. Never mind.
It's neat enough.
There we go. Build him up. And come back down again. Fill the gaps. Oh, the bloody dog's going now.
You're out of focus again, Dick. That's it, lovely. Bloody thing that is. I wonder if it's your shirt.
Come on, Del, take your shirt off.
Yeah, it would be out of focus then if you'd be making me hairy chest.
Yeah, dream on.
And then wind it. Open turns. I normally use my finger and thumb with this, but like finger one side
Yeah.
like that. Finger and thumb. Open turns.
Is that silver or mirage?
Mirage.
It's mirage.
Lovely stuff this. Mirage
Yeah.
pearl tinsel. And it's got a sheen to it, isn't it?
Yep. You can see when it's in the water, you can see it from yards away.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, yeah.
I love it on my grayling bugs.
And build the thorax up.
Out of focus, Del.
Got to be the bloody shirt, isn't it?
Lovely.
No, it's the movement. It's the movement that it happens, doesn't it?
There we go. Look at that. That's all right. Could be better. And then the thorax, you don't need to put a great big thorax on it, but it needs to be bigger in the thorax than it is in needs
In
to
the
be
body.
bigger in the thorax than it does for the body. And then it's red
Holographic.
tinsel,
Holographic, is it?
holographic tinsel, yeah. There's pink in that, so we'll get rid of that. So catch it on the one side. I'll do it on your side first. Turn it. Do it on this side first.
Oh Christ. You're in demand, you don't.
Hey, Red. And then I don't know if you can see that from this side. That side, can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold it on the side and take it down. Yeah, so that's my side done. I got to do the other side now. You're not going to be able to see this, so I'm going to turn it round. But as I tied it in there, so it's on this side as well. Pull it. Somebody's got a clock ticking in the background there.
My pacemaker.
Yeah, I was just
There we
so-
go.
Like that, you know?
I think it's mine. See if it disappears if I put it on mute.
Put me on mute. There we go. You still in focus? No.
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Pull it a little bit tighter. knock it into place. And then it's gone again, isn't it? Oh, tits.
I hope this is going on the internet.
Unedited.
Sorry, gentlemen, he meant Bristols.
Christ, I haven't heard that for a while, Peter. Bristol's.
It's my age, mate, I tell you.
Reminds me of Eddie Benny Hill, that does, Christ.
Oh, dear.
After he was.
Who's Benny Hill?
Who's Benny Hill?
Oh, Ian.
Dear.
Oh, you have 21.
Oh,
There we go. Right, let's try it again.
It's Carol's ringtone, that is, actually.
Well, Benny Hill.
Ah,
mine's champion of one of those.
that's it.
I won't ask why.
There you go.
He was neutered, wasn't he, Gav?
You know,
No,
what?
use a scalpel on that.
Yeah, that's what the doctor said.
Or use a scalpel on it.
go on a pair of Bristols, you'll find out.
There we go. They're still in focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. You Sally Hansen are then?
And then give that at least 2 coats of Sally Hansen, yeah.
I don't know if you can see it, but I bought a new Sally Hansen's.
Yeah.
Can you see that there? Can you see that, boys?
No, hang on.
It's called Insta Dry.
Oh, yeah.
My God, as you're putting it on the fly, it's drying.
Really?
Oh.
Honestly, unbelievable. You can do that 2 quarts of that buzzer within quarter of an hour. Done.
What's it? Show us it again, Gav, please.
It's Sally Hansen
Insta dry.
Insta
Wow.
Dry, and it goes off. Poof! As it's going on, it's going off.
And it's still nice and clear when it goes off. It didn't go cloudy.
Crystal clear.
Guess what I've done, boys?
What have we done?
I forgot to put the breathers on.
Oh, I shouldn't worry about it.
Forgot to put the breathers on.
It'll die, you know. We'll be able to breathe, right?
Bit of wool.
Oh dear.
There you go. Now you can tie them both bow tie style if you want. So figure of 8 it. Like that bow tie style. Put it all back. Okay. Not going right for me today, is it?
Do it a bit slower.
There we go. Stab me fingers as well. Now, the handy thing about having the wool at the top, if you pinch it with your finger and thumb, with your nail, you can hold it and you can give the whole body a coat of varnish. And by using your finger and thumb like that, it doesn't seep in. It doesn't seep into the breathers.
Yeah.
So by keeping a fairly long length, and of course once you varnished it, then you can trim the breathers to the size you require. Like that.
Oh, you did that quick.
There we go. Now, this next one is one of my favorites. I love this fly. It's caught me a hell of a lot of fish up to it. Let me put that back here so I'm not losing that. There we go. And it's a little olive shuttlecock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now this is a size 10 Amazon B110. Sorry, B100. It's the lighter wire.
Yes.
Olive thread, olive uni. Catch it on at the eye. Couple of turns. Take off your waist. CDC. Where's your CDC gone? Blown away. Now I layer mine. You know, with CDC, it's got a curvature to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I do, I lay it on my finger. It's hard to do it with showing in the camera, but pinch it between your finger and thumb, one on top of the other. And then you pull them until they connect. Focus again there. And I normally have at least 3, if not 4. And these little beauties that they'll, when it goes under the water, it'll pop back up. There we go. There we go. So pull all the fibers up. And you should have the curvature. That's not a very good angle, but
Just drop your hand a bit, do you? We can't quite see what you're doing with the feather. That's it,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, lovely.
and pinch and loop it on top of the hook shank. Couple of turns. Put it all back. Couple of turns in front. And that will help kick it up.
Yep.
Behind. And then with your scissors, come in behind. And cut it at an angle.
So you can taper it.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. And your flexi floss, all your flexi floss. Pinch and loop it. Pull it tight. And then go down the hook shank with it. And as Gav says, if you hold it upright, it'll slide down, the thread will slide down it.
Yeah, give you perfect turns. And it's so easy.
Sometimes there's little bits of gaps, but we'll be filling them up in a minute anyway. I could do with a sideboard behind this. My eyesight's really terrible. Keep on winding it down. That was about good. There then. Then come back, start winding, build the body in the thorax. You can fill a, see this little gap. There's a little gap just there.
Yeah.
So just fill the body up. Fill it in. This waist flexi floss here, pull it tight, cut it, and it'll spring back into the thread. Now don't worry about this area here, the thorax area, because you're going to cover that anyway. You go down a bit further, open turn, and then back up again. You've got that slight taper.
Nice.
And you want to end up about there. Once again, as we did with the others, pull your flexi floss. And then just wind it up in open turns up the hook shank. Now I normally use my finger and thumb, but if I do that, you're not going to be able to see it. But it's thumb this side, wind it, finger that side, and then you can let go of the flexi floss, back up again, thumb this side, and then once again, as you come up the body, loosen off the flexi floss, and it'll get bigger. Hold it upright, turn over it, turn behind, turn over it, turn behind. There we go. We put a little whip finish in there. Only one turn finish will do. It just stops it from, you knock it or pull it nice and tight, and then you can thread out the way. Once again, cut it and it will spring back in. Now, I don't know whether you guys prefer a dubbing loop or you prefer a split thread, but what I do, spin it in the opposite direction and rub it over your finger.
Flatten it.
Yeah. And then just stick your needle in, loose a bit of tension off. And it should open up. There we go, that will do. Now the thorax is Andy's scruffy dubbing in Highland Peak, and I love this dubbing, I do. You guys use it?
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
nice.
Lovely stuff.
Getting older.
Nice and spiky.
Yeah. So pull a little bit off and put it into your loop. Bit more into your loop. Bit more into your loop. I should about do it. Stick that back in, because if I don't stick it back in, it's going to blow away. Maybe this up. And then finger and thumb, clip them, hold them together, rest it on your finger, and then spin. I don't know if you can see it from there now. Then just spin your bobbin.
Yeah, tighten up.
Here we go. So you can just loosely just touch it.
That's not your hairbrush, is it?
Brian made me this. It's a planting stick, and it's got a bit of Velcro on it.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, cracking little bit of kit. He made them for all the lads down at the pub, and just wind that round. Perhaps I got a bit too much on that.
No, looks good.
Like I say, you can never have too much. Some of it will come off.
Yeah. And then pull it all back. Yeah. And then whip finish it. A little knot in the thread there. That's gonna snap, that is. Let's rescue this. It's gonna snap. Take some of that off. So it's now become a dubbing loop, hasn't it? Grip that end with your knuckle pliers. You cut this bit here. Let's rescue it. Wind it. That'll do. Thought I had too much on anyway, so.
It's looking all right.
There we go. Snip that waist. Lift it all back up. Couple of turns in front of the eye. See whip finish. There you go, rescued that. Take the thread off. You can brush your dubbing up into the
Into the wing.
into the wing. And then when you give it a little twizzle, there's a few legs there as well.
It's good.
Yeah. Right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would that work tied on a straight hook?
Yeah. I just prefer the grub hooks, I do.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer different to me. They prefer the straight hooks rather than the grub hooks.
Yeah.
So for buzzers and for shuttlecocks and things like that, I like to use the grub hooks. I do.
Yeah, and me.
They sit deeper in the water, don't they?
Yeah.
That's more natural, isn't it?
Like I say, they look more natural to me.
Yeah, that's right. Tony.
Do you want a yellow owl?
Oh,
Yes, please.
We'll do a yellow owl.
do you know what? I saw a tawny owl dead on the road today, but he was pancaked.
Oh, what happened with it, poor little bugger?
Grasshopper wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they use the wings for. It's called a American pattern called a Joe's hopper. It's a grasshopper.
Is it?
Yeah. Because the wings, if you look at the wings in a tawny, the feathers are very thick and furry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they They work well for that.
Here's the yellow owl. So with this, it's a Parmesan B100 again. You can try this in all sorts of sizes. Time 10 to 16.
What size hook is he, Dave?
Sorry,
What size hook?
10 to 16, Adam.
Okay, lovely.
In a voice. Sing it. The tail is Code de Leon. The stuff. I'm using a light pale thread. Once again, the uni, light pale. The wing is CDC, and 6/0 black thread for the rib. Just a piece of black thread. We'll catch him on.
I can hear the clock.
Take the weight off.
For the pacemaker.
Pinch it loop, black thread. And then just wind it down to around the bend. And if you give your bobbin spin a clockwise spin, it'll flatten the thread out. There we go. I can hear a canary or something.
Sure.
Totally own. I'll get rid of that waste tag while I'm at it. Look up there. There we go. Totally own. Half a dozen fibers. You don't need a great. But when you pull them at 90 degrees to the stalk, yeah.
Yep.
And don't pull this away from the feather. Pull the feather away from your fingers.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that way, all the fibers at the top end will stay lined up. So swap fingers. Like that. Now I'm going to just take this out of the hook, out of the vise. And then catch it on. Just a couple open turns. That looks okay. Open turns. You can set it in the vise. There we go. Take off your waist. And then run it back down again. Once again, you can spin your bobbin to unwind it. And you get those fibers flat. And carry on back down. Fill any gaps in if we went up in open turns. Fill any gaps in. And you can use your finger and thumb. If you pull the fibers, the totally own fibers back, as you wind with your thread, it's gonna rotate them around. So if you pull your fibers towards yourself and then take it up, the fibers should stay
Yeah.
on top of the hook shank. Then go back up. There we go. And then the black thread. And the thread. That's the easy fingering from here. So you might not be able to see some of it. It's just until I get it. There we go.
It's come apart, Derek.
Up here. Or
On the
down here?
bottom,
On the bottom.
on the
Yeah.
bottom.
Oh, yeah. Let's take that again.
Who did a picky crew, Derek, Andy, huh?
Yeah.
Twist it together.
Yeah. You'll have
Give
your
it,
mum,
give it a twist.
you'll have your mum ringing up.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when people pay attention?
Yeah.
Well, it's good that you are paying attention, isn't it?
I reckon he did it on purpose.
He did.
Who's still awake?
Yeah.
Paul was here, he'd be fast asleep by now. There's the needle. There we go. I'll stop it from unwinding. Right. Spin it. That'll tighten everything up.
I use really fine wire, I do.
Yeah, I suppose you could use black wire, couldn't you?
I do. Really fine.
This isn't a true inline vice, but it'll revolve, so does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah, you've cracked it now there, Derek.
There we go.
Looks really pronounced now.
Oh my God, it's getting worse. There we go, that'll do. So traffic. One in front, one behind. One in front, one behind. And if you take that excess off now,
Oh, looks nice.
the CDC, at least 3, once again it on, if not 4.
Did you get that from Cookdale?
Yeah, I think I had this off Steve.
Yeah.
I bought a bulk bag off him, and what I've done, I've sorted, got them all on a tray, sorted them small, medium, and large.
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
got a bag of small ones, I got a bag of large ones, and
I think most of Steve's is from Wild Duck,
yeah,
because a lot of it you can buy from. I know I bought some from Sportfish, and you can tell the difference. It's a very dry. Like with CDC, you want a bit of oil.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel the oil on your fingers.
Just
But
that.
you get off Wild Duck. But if you get the I suppose the ducks in captivity, they don't have so much oil
No, they don't. No.
because they don't eat the natural food, do they?
Well, and they don't get on the water.
No, they don't see the water.
No.
They don't.
There's a natural curvature. pinch and loop, couple of turns. And then with the tail and everything, put the two together and tie it like you do a parachute. Now, doing it this way, this piece here, normally this you'd cut off, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So doing it this way, you're going to have a lot more fibers. If you take the stalk out, I do from that side. Take the stalk out. And then just cut it out
Yeah.
and do that with all three. There you go. You've got a few additional fibers in there. And then bring it back behind. And then you dub in. This is a mix. Can you see the UV light bright?
Yeah.
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 It's just dark hairspur mask with UV light bright in it. And once again, untwist the thread, so it flattens it slightly, and then just split it. There we go. Pinch it, sit it in. That'll probably be enough. And then spin it. Pop it there. And you see there's a bit of lace somewhere there, so take that piece out. And then wind it. And then do the whip finish. Needle. There we go.
Very good.
Scissors. And then just give it a brush. And you'll see them UV fibers shine.
Yeah. See them sticking out. Yeah.
That's the yellow owl.
You ever shorten the CDC, Derek, or just leave it as is?
No, I don't know about you guys. I think a lad asked me. I did a little black midge, and the feather was about this length. It was quite a long feather for a size 16 hook. And he said, "Why have you got your feather so long?" And I said, "Well, I like mine. I like to be able to see mine at distance. If you chuck it up Claret, or Gab will know that, you chuck it out and leave it, and it just sits there, and the wind brings it round.
Yep.
it was, you know, if you give it a tug, your leader and everything will go under the water, and this will just pop back up again.
Yep.
It sticks up nicely. You can see this from a mile away. And this has got a few over there as well. Let's put all this back in the bag. Do you want me to
Okay.
put? Do you want me to put the dressings for all of these on the WhatsApp thing?
Yeah, chuck them up.
I'll put a picture on. And I'll put all the dressings for them as well.
Okay, good.
Very good.
Nobody else.
What
in the
camera
boat
are
can
you
use it.
using, Derek?
Pardon?
What camera are you using?
It's Christ knows, this is called
On a mobile phone.
optical zoom. No, it's a camcorder. I had a
All
word
right.
I had a word with Davey, and he said, "Oh, I use a camcorder." He says, and it's got an automatic focus.
Yeah.
So I thought, "Oh, that's a good idea." He said, "But you don't want to get one like this." He said, "This was £4,000."
Oh,
Was it 1,000? No, but it was a few £1,000s anyway. And
Yeah.
I can't afford that. So I went on the internet, and my son looked at this one for me, and it come up at 280, I think it is. But it's perfect. It's got the automatic focus. What I'll do in a minute, I'll show you the setup that I've got here.
Right. And can you turn the screen towards you so you can see what you're doing?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
got the screen. Let's change this a minute.
Turn toward yourself.
Let's change this. There we go. Yeah, so I've got this camera on here.
That's on the laptop, isn't it, Dee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I lift that, I don't think you can see the. Can you see the camera?
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
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 Right. So it's worked through the laptop.
Yeah, it works perfect. I've had to get a video capture dongle because the camera is a mini HDMI out to a standard HDMI, and it wouldn't fit into the laptop. So I've got a camera capture, it's called, and the HDMI fits into it, and on the other end is a USB, so it fits into the USB port, and then you just go onto your camera down there, your thing on your Zoom, where it says video, click on USB camera, and it comes up.
That's good.
I'm quite impressed with it, I am.
Good.
It keeps going out of focus, so Derek.
Yeah, I know.
As soon as you do that, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Is there a way you can fix it in one place?
Well,
Take it off.
it is
Yes.
fixed in one place, but for some reason the focus keeps changing,
because of the
and
movement.
it keeps going onto my shirt.
It's because of the movement of your hands as well.
Yeah. Now you guys will know this next one. This is Dr. Dave's. This is
All right. Yeah.
Dr. Dave's Mayfly. Now you can tie these in different colours. But stuck in the vise. Now these are barbless dry fly ups. I think these are partridge SLD2s. I think they are.
That's the ones.
Yeah, they're cracking. I love the shape of them.
Yeah, it's got that little curve up. It's got
Yeah,
a curve on the barb.
You don't lose many fish with them, they're bloody good.
no. And that's the fly we're going to be tying. Is that in focus? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the fly we're going to be tying.
What size hook is it in the vise, Derek?
This is a 10. You can
Is that
find
just for
what-
demonstration?
Dave does them on 10s and 12s.
Okay, yeah.
And the thread, he likes to use fish on ultimate tying silk, or the Vivus D10, which is what I got here, the Vivus D10. So catch your thread on, bring it down. Oh, it's only a few turns, half a dozen turns, whatever. Pick up your thread, and then the chenille, you can use I've got different colors. I got greens, I got whites, I got olive. You look at those two, do they look the same color?
Very similar, yeah.
There's one, this one's tan, and this one's cream.
Yeah.
And the
The tan will
extended,
be good. The tan will be good for daddy long legs.
yeah, but there's a brown you can get as well. And there's olive, and it's only 2 mil Wapsie light cream chenille. This is. So you because it's so thin. What I normally do, I've actually done it now, but you get your chenille and take a lighter to this end.
Yeah.
And burn it. And then fit it up to the hook shank. That's about right. Catch it in. And then take a turn or two, and it picks it up slightly. Now your hackle is a grizzle hackle. Can you see the way there's the good side there, facing you now.
Yeah.
See what I've done? On this leading edge, the one's going to be wound over. I bared the stalk, but I've taken more hackles off this side
Yeah,
than that
stripped it.
side. So fit it up to the hook shank. There. On that side. On the side. And then pull it. Still holding the hackle. Keep that tight, and then it'll just see the hackle coming up, the stalk coming up.
Yeah,
Nip that off, and then bind it all down. And because I've taken off the fibers on this leading edge, let's get that forward out the way. Because I've taken those fibers off,
Just touch him with your finger, Dean. He's come out of focus. Lovely, lovely.
as it winds, because I've taken them off that leading edge, it's not trapping any of them down.
yeah.
So now we can start folding them. Back up. Fold it. Back up. Fold it. Back up. And you're actually putting a fair few turns onto this.
These genetic hackles are fantastic, aren't they?
Brilliant.
Incredible, yeah.
There you go. Now don't forget, I've got to leave room at the head here for the party tackle. So one more would probably be enough. There we go. So unwind my thread back down to there. Take it over. Pull it all back. One behind it. Over. Pull it all back again. There we go. And now we can take that waist stalk off. I'm going to put a little quick whip finish in there. So I don't want it coming undone because we're going to trim it in a minute. Needle, needle, needle. There we go. Now we want that out of the way. Turn it upside down. You know, bloody fur and feather everywhere, yeah. You trim underneath. You can brush some
Yeah.
of those fibers up. Any waste ones, just go underneath and get rid of them. And see the, I don't know if you can see it from there. See the, no, you can't see it too good, can you? You trim all those fibers. You want all these on top because you can gink them. Any that's in the, you know, that's better. There you go. Can you see that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Really good.
You can take your thread back down again now. Back up to where you finish them. And then you've got your party jackal. Just pull all the fibers back. You can use your hackle pliers to grip it. You've got a little triangle there. Just trim it. You don't need loads of it. You can catch that in. And you can wind, break the back of it. And then wind it. I better put my apple pliers on this because otherwise it's going to go.
Get with.
Yeah. Keep folding the fibers back as you wind. There we go. Oh. Just come off. Fold the fibers back. You could put me on one more in there. Fold the fibers back. And then with your thread, one behind, one in front, one behind, and you can let go of it now. Pull all your feather and fibre out of the way, hold it back. And then do your whip finish. There we go. There we go. Put the needles on. I've got some there. I've got so much crap on my table now.
Yeah. Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. There we go. And if you want to get in there, instead of using your scissors, you could use your scalpel. Just touch it. Yeah. Party. There we go. And there's Dr. Dave's daddy.
It's good.
Dr. Dave's
Mayfly.
sorry. I put it on a clip.
That's nice.
So it keeps going out bloody focus all the time. But you can see underneath the hackle's been trimmed underneath. And you've got these little leggy fibres at the front, see them?
Yeah.
Now, what I do with mine, I don't know if Dave does it, but I've got a bottle of mucilin, clear mucilin. It's a little bottle and it's got like a little indentation in it. You
Yeah.
take the lid off, pop your fly or flies. You could do half a dozen. Put them inside the bottle. Put the lid back on. Turn it upside down.
The silicone.
There's like a little. Let's change this again.
Like a little red cap inside with the hole
That's
in it.
it. A little red reservoir.
That's it.
It's got a hole in, so that when you turn it right side up again, all the liquid, the mucilin drains down back into it.
Yeah.
And you've got these sitting in. So I just put them on the fly clips, put them on the side for 24 hours, and let them dry naturally, and they'll float all day.
Yep.
How are we doing for time?
All right.
8:30.
8:30. I'll put all this lot by. Now, do you want to do another one?
Yeah.
Here's all the bags. Here's those. It's worth tying a few of these up in the different colours as well. The black, the white, the cream, orange is a good colour. Did I say olive as well?
No, not yet.
Yeah, olive's another good colour. Now this one's a little Claret Hopper. Let's change the cameras again. Yeah, there you go. Legs. Now, I knot these myself, hopper legs. Just get is that in focus?
No. Tis
No,
now.
it is. No, it is.
Yeah, this is a claret pheasant tail. And I just, for daddies, you triple knot, double knot them. So there'd be one knot there, and then another knot here for daddies, because they have like 2 knots, don't they?
Yeah.
Or
All but one.
what I do with these, I get 2 fibers together. It's not going to come apart now, is it? Two fibers together, and they come apart. There we are. This has only got one fiber. Yeah.
Yeah.
One fiber. So you want about three or 4 of these one side, 3 or 4 the other. The hook we're using is a little Camazan, any dry fly hook, but this one's a B400, and it's a straight shank. I got that upside down. So B400. Black thread. That's on your thread by the eye. Couple of turns. So this has got, you know, we're talking about the pearl mylar rib that we had on the other one.
Mirage.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the same. Fine I can't even say it. Fine pearl mylar tinsel, and it's disappeared somewhere.
It does, right?
Where the bloody hell's it gone?
Dogs at it.
There it is. Fine pearl mylar tinsel. And I love this stuff, the mirage. I've got to take that bit of thread out, right? There we go. Thanks a lot. And take it down to just short of the bend. Once again, there's a couple of gaps in it. I don't want to pull the tinsel too tight because it makes it go like a blue color.
Yeah.
But all this is going to get covered up in a minute anyway, so you're not going to see it. There we go. The dubbing, claret seal fur. So you could use super fine, you could use, whatever you fancy, to be honest. Pinch a little bit. Now, when you wind your dubbing on, always wind in one direction. A lot of people have problems with dubbing, and if you're winding and then if you're doing that, nothing's happening. So wind it in one direction only. Yeah.
Do you ever break it up in the palm of your hand as well?
Yeah, that's another good way of doing it. As
Yeah,
Brad
because
said,
it goes on.
just
It goes on a lot finer.
put it in the palm of your hand. And try to get in the camera on the palm of your hand, and just
Break it up.
wind it like that. And it does. It goes on. It goes on a lot easier. Yeah, just keep winding in this one direction. Like I always say to Stevie, less is more. So once it's anchored, you can tighten it all up again.
Yeah, yeah.
That'll probably be enough on it. Yeah. And wind your mylar through it. Open turns. I can't see that other side of the hook, but is that looking?
No, you're right. You're right.
One in front, one behind. One in front, one behind. Now you can take your mylar off. Put a quick whip finish there. You know. You can take your dubbing brush. And brush the fibers upwards. But both sides. Brush the fibers upwards. Now we can have the legs. And 3 or 4 either side. Three, 4. So first of all, on one side of the hook, do this on your side first, so you can see it. tinsel loop. Pull it up, tinsel loop, pull it up. Have a look at them. Adjust them. Look okay. You take them off now. Same on the other side. There you go. Okay. There you go. And get your knots sort of in the same sort of position. Which is about there. You can always tie them long and then pull it to the right length.
Oh, they're all right.
Yeah, that's fine. And then up and down. Get rid of the thread, the weight. And then we're gonna have a little hackle. Just pull a few off the bottom. Get your scissors. And I don't know if you can see it there, but make it like a little cone. You see it? So there's 4 or 5 fibers there that you can trap in a minute. Pull a load off the side, off that leading edge again. And doing it this way, it stops them getting trapped under. And there. Right to the comb. Okay. Is it out? There you go. There you go. And then once again, genetic hackle. Lovely.
Just touch it up with your finger, Dee. Bloody thing. That's it, lovely.
Everything's a nuisance, isn't it?
Mm.
And then just continue winding. That's right. Over the top. In front. Over the top. And then you can pull, as Gav does it, top and bottom. Break in all those fibers. Just
Yep.
all back. And then you can pull them all out the way. Take a couple of turns.
That's nice.
And then we're finished. Here we go. Needle.
I got a question for you, Derek,
Yeah,
that everybody wants to ask.
go on then.
What's the plaster for?
I had a wart on there. I had a wart on there, and it was getting quite painful. So I went to, I put a load of wart. Is it called Wartner?
Yeah.
Wartner
To
on
freeze
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it didn't do any
Yeah.
good. I used the whole bloody bottle.
Danny knifes the boy.
So I went to see the doctor, and he said to me, he said, "Oh, go and get some bazooka, bazooka.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's what's on there at the minute, and it's nearly gone, which is good news.
you got a scalpel, haven't
Yeah, I've done that. I had blood everywhere.
you?
There we go.
Nice, very nice.
Lovely, yeah.
And that, because we brushed all the fibers in, into the upwards. So
Yeah.
one, they're supporting the legs, and
Yeah.
two, that's going to trap a load of air in there.
Yeah.
That's
Looks
it
like
from the underneath, look.
Oh.
That will trap all the fibers, the air. Sorry, that will trap all the air. That will. Once again, you can gink these up using the mucilin, and that's a little hopper. Stick it in there. Stick it in the thing, yeah.
Do you like your Claret that colour, or do you like it darker?
I like dark. I
Yeah.
like a nice darkish hackle. I do.
No, I mean the seals fur.
Oh, the seals are the dark one.
Yeah, the one I use. Well, I haven't got much of it. It's almost black
Yeah. Well,
until you see it in the sunlight.
Bob's got some. Hopefully he's gonna dye me some up. He's got a chocolate drop. He dyes the seals for fluorescent yellow first.
Yeah,
Then he dyes it hot orange, and then there's a couple of different colors he puts into it. But when you hold it up to the light, you hold it. I can't do it on the camera, but when you hold that up to the light, it shines through it. So you got this lovely like a glow to it.
yeah. Do you know the trick with a glass of water?
Trick with a glass of water.
Yeah, with the dry flies.
Well, just drop it in. You mean?
Drop it in or hold it up to the light, and you see what the fish sees then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look through the bottom of the glass. You mean?
Yeah, if you get a nice clear glass with no marks in it, you
Yeah.
can see it from the side and hold it up to the sunlight. Always do it, especially with the CDC flies. You can see the way it sits in the water.
There we go. Just put all this lot light.
That's a good idea.
The guys that tie for RX are doing that a lot on not WhatsApp, on the
Facebook.
YouTube.
yeah. What's that other one?
Facebook.
No, it's pink, picture of a camera.
Hey,
No, the app.
not YouTube.
No, it's a Facebook one,
Yeah.
not WhatsApp, the other one.
Instagram.
Yeah, you're on there quite a lot, and you go.
I go on, yes.
Yeah, well, the lads that tie for RX,
Yeah.
they're doing the water trick quite a lot at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying nothing. But it's
Quiet, guys. Be quiet.
I've done it for years and years and years and years. And if you tie something like especially like an F-fly,
Yeah,
okay, like I use the Parmesan hooks that Derek just used, the lightweight grub hooks,
Yeah, they're good. They are.
and it's partner I use is Gwilym Hughes is Cully Cannon.
oh, right.
It's basically a Greenwell's body, couple of fibers of the air underneath, and CDC over the top. But if you drop it in a small glass of water, like a little shot glass, hold it to the light, you see then why the fish take it so readily, because you could see the entire shape and you could see the profile of it. And also, like Derek just said, with the seals fur, you see how materials change color in the water.
Yeah, yeah.
They really change color, like orange changes color in the water. And especially if you're on different waters, like sometimes you get peaty water. Flies look totally different in peaty water.
Next one I'm going to do is the old daddy long legs.
Come on,
Let's have you.
are you going to tie the legs as well?
No, he's already done them. Yeah.
Ah,
He's got to be in bed by 12.
He bought
Oh.
them from Sportsfish, really, but he ain't.
Why in this work? There we go.
Uh.
So thread all the way down to the bend. I wonder if it's because the hook is moving.
Maybe, do I don't know. But it goes from brilliantly clear to like looking in fog.
picking your shirt up.
Yeah. I had a smaller tripod earlier, and it was picking up my throat. Instead of concentrating on the fly, it was on my throat.
See, what it's focusing on is, the writing on your shirt, Derek.
It's picking your name out, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what it's doing.
Have you got it on autofocus, Dal?
Yeah.
Take it off autofocus.
I don't know how to do that.
No, fucking hell.
And go on.
Me and technology don't get on.
Just take your shirt off then. Come on.
You
Put a
see
bib
all
on.
all the hairs on my chest, you will. Right,
Well, all of them.
this is a B800 long shank, size 10 or 12. The tie-in thread is either black or brown. The body's going to be cock pheasant centre tail fibres, and the rib is fine copper wire. I'll put that on in a minute. It'll have legs, wings, and a hackle. So, where's the copper wire? There we are. The copper wire. It turns. That's it. Doesn't turn here now. And you want about, I don't know, three or four fibers. Once again, pull them at 90 degrees. So all the tips line up. And tear that away from your fingers. It's a loose turn. And then pull it right down to the tips. Don't pull them out like I just done. That'll do it. And then go back up the hook shank. On top of the hook shank. Wind it all down. There's the focus again, isn't it?
Yeah.
There we go. Bloody thing. Somebody's going to have to give me a hand and sort this focus thing out. Right, so start winding your fibres round. Helps if I grab them all together, isn't it?
Do you use your hackle pliers for that, Derek, or not?
I'm going to do it now.
That was settle, Adam.
Do a little twist. There we go. Oh,
Oh.
I can hear Peter giggling there.
Yeah,
In a manly way, obviously.
There we go. Come on, focus.
Try and do it.
That's it, Dave. You're
Yeah.
away.
And then just start winding. Wind this the same way that you wind the tie-in thread. Sometimes you have to, if the fibers aren't long enough, you do one bit, and then get some more new, fresh fibers and tie some more in again. But this is just enough to do it. So one behind, one in front, one behind, one in front. And then you can trim that. Trim that off. Now, because we went that way clockwise with the fibers, you want to go in the opposite direction with your wire red. And it should hold it all in place. There you go. I'm so used to doing it, trapping it with my finger.
Yeah, well, that's all right.
And then your wire, pull it towards the hook eye. So you put a 90-degree bend in it, and that won't come out. Hold on to your tension of your thread, and then agitate your wire, and it'll just snap off. Tidy that up. Your legs. I've made some, maybe got them all ready here, look.
That's cheating.
Yeah. There's an odd one there. You want all the knots roughly in the same direction.
There's double knotted these then too.
Yeah,
Yes.
there's a knot there, and there's a knot there, and there's a knot
Yeah.
up here.
One's for the ankle, one's for the knee.
Yeah.
They're about a centimetre apart, are they?
Yeah. Well, this is a bit longer, I think, Gav.
Yeah, well, Daddy Long Legs a big old thing, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the other. There we go. That's one side done. Oh, there's an odd one there. That's really good. Sometimes they just don't want to play, do they?
No.
On the other side. That'll do. You can trim your waist. And then bind them down. About halfway, you're gonna have your the wings. And these are just ordinary hen cockhackles. And you tie them in. Figure of 8. And then bind the stalk down. And then do exactly the same on the other side. Flip it over. We're going to play. There we go. Take him over. And then just pull it. It's a bit long. So shorten him. So he's about the same length as the other side. There you go. And pull your stalk. And cut the stalk down. That looks okay. You can take your waste stalk off. There we go. Once again, genetic hackle. Now this is a badger who's got that lovely black centre. And if you pull them 90 degrees to the stalk, so you tie it with the good side, that one towards you now, facing forward. So I've got to pull a few more fibres off this side. There we go. Tie it in behind. More like that. And the stalk forward. And then you can take that stalk out now. That doesn't look too bad. Now once again, because we've taken the fibres off this leading edge, as you wind it, you shouldn't trap any of those fibres down to start with.
That looks like a green mills, Derek.
No, green wells has got black tips on the edges.
Yes. It's more like a furnace then.
Yeah, this is a badger. Is it badger or furnace?
That's a furnace. Badger is black and white.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. And by leaving me thread back underneath, the hackle
Yeah.
will move it forward.
Yeah.
I love these genetics. Look at that. Okay, over the top. Whoa.
Oh, catch him, catch him.
Don't panic, Mr. Man wearing. Over the top. Over the top. Pull it all back. Once again, break the fibers.
Yeah, they sit nice ago.
Yeah. Pull it all back. Couple of turns to hold it all in place.
And the thing is with the daddy, you can make a nice big head because they've got a big head, haven't they?
Yeah. And then finish it. Needle. There we go. And then get rid of that. Now these aren't very good quality fibers I've done the legs out of. They tend
Oh, they
to,
look all right.
they tend to stick together.
Cheapskate.
Yeah.
Are they golden pheasant?
No, just ordinary pheasant these are.
Are they?
Yeah,
They look well marked.
yeah, they're. Where are we? Where have I been, brother? They've got nice, they've got a real nice long fiber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I hold it back like that. They've got a real nice long fiber.
Mm.
There you go. Let's put this in there. It's done.
Yeah. I tend to tie my daddy in a double.
Well, double hook.
Oh yeah, fishing on a point.
So there's the old.
Yeah.
Now it looks out of shape there because the camera is tilting down at an angle.
Oh, that's good. It's all right.
This one's slightly
Yeah,
longer,
right.
slightly longer than the other side, but yeah.
All right.
that'll
All
work.
right. Good.
Let's come back to here and go to there. There we go.
That's
That's-
enjoyable evening.
That's how many have we done? 10? 9, 10? Well, I hope you all enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, very good, Derek. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Seeing you make a few mistakes has given me an awful lot more confidence as well.
Everybody makes mistakes, Alan, everybody. Even
No, we don't.
Yeah. And the fish don't notice them.
No.
so next week we're Paul's coming across down to the pub. We were going to do the Endolphin down the pub, but he's going to show people how to tie woven nymphs.
You know, that's the bank holiday, don't you?
Yeah. But even though it's a bank holiday, I've had a word with Lee and he said, yeah, you know, I'll be open, he said. So, yeah, we'll be down there. So you're all welcome to come along.
Lovely.
I'll take the camera down and the TV screen so I can focus it on Paul's demo and you'll be able to watch it on the big screen.
You're not going to put it on the internet, no?
I don't know if I can record it down there because if I've tried it before, I might be able to record on the camera. But if I do that, I don't think it'll take it onto the big screen, you know?
Yeah, just put it on the WhatsApp group. Download it the day after or something like that.
Yeah,
On
but
YouTube.
if I press the recording, oh, I can turn the recording off now, can't I?